CEO here present, Dr. Keith Nkomo. With your indulgence, I shall get straight to the demonstration. All right, I've been given the green light to proceed as they fix the presentation to beam just behind me on the screen. So what we are presenting is a mobile application which allows the stakeholders within the value chain of medical care access, which speaks to sales providers, members, the mobile application is accessible by all the stakeholders within the value chain for medical access. We speak to sales providers here present, members themselves, as we empower them to terminate claims using the most convenient gadget, which is the smartphone. So the mobile application that we have, we take it through the sign up page for those who would have signed up for their profiles, and those who would have registered, they will go straight into logging into the platform using their membership number that they would have received to registration and suffix, be it suffix 1, 02, depending with whom is going to log in, either a principal member or a dependent. So I'm logging in at this point. As you log in as a security measure, it requires an OTP or a one-time password, which allows authorized profile user to be able to access their own account. In the event that anyone else tries to access the profile using a different gadget, they will not be able to do so, because there's an OTP that is required. So that's one point that leads to confidentiality and security of membership details. Once you get the OTP that will authorize you to access your account, obviously, then you'll access the modules or the menu that will lead you to all the modules that you'll be able to access, be it your scheme, your dependents that you want to see in the account, the claims that will be terminated at any given time. You have the record of all the claims, including the diagnosis and the sales provider centers that you have visited. So in terms of medical scheme, it will just show you all the details that you would have entered as you join Salutem. This includes your own picture, membership details, membership scheme details, personal details, contact details, and even the banking information, where you will be able to choose the specific payment method that you would want to use to terminate claims as a member of Salutem, where you would have terminated a claim on your own as a member. You will be required to acquit a claim using a receipt that you would have received from the medical practitioner. Without acquitting a receipt, you will not be able to access or terminate any other claim. So this works as a fraud capping measure. Without sending this receipt to us, there's no next service whatsoever, and we give you specific hours for you to be able to send this receipt. And the most important things that I would also talk about, we understand the hassle of looking for a sales provider nearest to you. As you are not feeling well, that becomes an inconvenience, but we have loaded what we call a sales locator on the mobile application, which you'll be able to access so that you see sales providers who are within the 20-kilometer radius. And once you select the specific service type, general practitioners for example, all the general practitioners that are within 20-kilometer radius from where you are, they will populate on the Google Maps. And if you select one, you'll be able to get directions to the specific medical center, or even call them so that you probably just make inquiries of any sort that you would need. Then issues of service usage, this allows members to get into their claims experience so that they see at any given time how much have they consumed in terms of benefits on an annual basis. As we all know that benefits for medical aid are annual. So at any given time, we'll be able to know for my general practitioner consultations, I have consumed probably 10% or 20%, and you know your benefits are depleting. So this is applicable to all service types or benefits that a member would get throughout the year. Then issues of medical records, if I should quote that the board chairman of Salutem and MD of Salutem have spoken about fragmented data. With this mobile application of this system, we have what we call medical records, which brings all the information related to a member terminating claims in one go. So whenever you visit a sales provider, probably from provider A to B, you do not need to labor much explaining what has been diagnosed for you a year ago or 2 years ago. They will simply go on the medical records, and you are the member that will authorize them to get into a profile of medical records using an OTP. This also comes as a measure to confidentiality issues that the member would probably be worrying about. So it's in your best interest and power to allow any sales provider to access your medical records. If you don't want them to access your medical records, you just probably labor and explain to them. So this, what I'm demonstrating now, is the medical records platform. As you can see, there are my details, membership number, suffix, and my ID. So as you go and look up, it will request an OTP, and the OTP will go straight to the mobile number that is registered against your membership. And once you receive that OTP, you proceed to enter so that they'll be able to verify you as the authorizer, then you go straight into your medical records. So as you can see, there's a record of terminated claims that will show you the specific profile of yourself. Then it will show you the sales provider that would have visited on a specific day and the service time that you accessed. In this case, the initial consultation, general practitioner, and a diagnosis, which was diagnosed by that time. In terms of your file attachments, in any case, there are prescriptions that would have been given. They will also be attached. Should they be referral letters, they will also be attached. So any document that relates to a specific claim will be shown on that medical record, and whoever is now treating you at that point will know where to start from. They will not start from scratch, but they know you have been diagnosed with a specific disease and you have been given specific medication. If it didn't work, they know they will probably prescribe a second level dose for you to get treated. So that's it on medical records. I would probably repeat that confidentiality is key to us. No one will be able to access these records without authorizing them with a OTP. Then this I have spoken about, but because the screen was off, you just have all the details of the member sitting in your profile, your dependents. If you want to add a dependent, you are also able to add a dependent from your mobile application. You do not need to complete a physical form. You simply add any dependent from this mobile application. Then proceeding to the critical module, which we are here all for. This speaks to the claiming part. So I will proceed to do this claim termination itself. Then I explain the rest in terms of the claims history that are resident in the system. So what you see now, this is the module, the menu where you proceed to if you want to terminate a claim. So I proceed to add claim, and here it will just show you your details whether you're already in the system, you're already logged in. You proceed to next, then it will show you all the members that are within your account. It's only the principal who is able to see all the dependents that are under your profile. But because dependents are also allowed to use this mobile application, they will register on their own with their mobile numbers, and when they log in, they'll only see their details. They don't see details of any other dependent. This speaks to confidentiality issues as well. So I'll proceed to terminate a claim for myself. This is the claim form. We are moving away from a physical claim form to a digital claim form. You would notice that information that you still capture on the physical form is the same information that you capture here. The only difference is we put or use ICD-10 codes as opposed to diagnostic descriptions. So here you proceed to enter the AFOS number for the sales provider. Then we enter the ID code that would have allocated the minimal system. And for your interest, the member who will be terminating this claim, they will only be able to get this information from the sales provider who is providing the service as part of curbing the fraud as well. When you come down here, this is where you capture your tariff code. If you are getting for initial consultation, this is a single service that you are getting. And because the sales provider will probably claim different amounts, this is where you enter your service fee. Then once you do that, in the event that you have more than one claim line, you'll be able to add another line and capture the tariff code, including the fee as well. Once you have done that, you proceed. If there are any attachments that relate to a claim, as I have spoken about, prescriptions, referral letters, this is where you also attach them. Then once you have done that, you will review a claim to see if you have captured the correct information of personal details, provider details, and what you see on claim lines is the tariff code and the claim amount that is supposedly claimed. Then you proceed to next. As you get this page, this is where we have to verify membership, if you are the rightful member to get the service. So we have put two options, which is the facial recognition and OTP verification. For the interest of new innovation, we'll probably try the facial recognition first, and this works with the pictures that we have already captured in the system. For those who do not have, we'll probably then capture their picture and it's stored. But if you don't have at all, you then use an OTP. As you can see, facial recognition successful. I am the authorized member to access the service, and we proceed to submit a claim. And here is where you submit the claim for it to go. Success for the claim. And once you get here, as we have indicated that there are integrations that we are working with, the funds will then be pushed from our system straight to the member wallet so that they are able to terminate a claim. This is the membership card that we are talking about. As you can see, is a complete transactional card which have got a chip, a tape enablement, and also make strip for you to swipe. So whichever method that you would want to use to terminate a claim, this is where you proceed. So at this point, with the help of MD for Salutem, we'll ask him to help me invite our guest of honor to terminate the claim. We are now paying fees to the sales provider. So at this point, we are inputting the service fee that we have captured on the claim so that we pay the sales provider. This is a card that is written Mufudzi, Mupunganyi with my membership number, and the card number linked to the membership as well. So here we capture the service fees. Then we confirm. At this point, we will hand over the card to the guest of honor so that they can tap or they can insert the card, whichever option that they prefer, but tap is the new main in the market. At this point, the termination is complete. The claim would have been terminated and the service provider has received their funds. We indicate that it's 60 days to 60 seconds. We only took time because we're doing demonstrations, but this usually takes 40 to 45 minutes.
So the minister is our first client.
I can confirm that it has been paid. So we declare this officially launched. Thank you.